Just clicked record. Sorry.
That's fine.
3, 2, 1.
Well, welcome back to Please Watch Our Podcast. This week, we have a special guest with me, Mitch, and your co-host.
Your favorite ally, Connor.
And we have our third very special guest.
I'm very hungry as well right now. If you hear it, sorry. My ally of the podcast.
Ally of the podcast. He's been on the podcast before. You guys can...
Technically before I was.
Yeah.
I'm the token Mexican gay friend.
Whoa, never.
Whoa. You're
Never.
just you're only the token gay friend. No.
Yeah.
We have other Mexican friends. It's okay.
Actually, I don't, so...
It's alright.
Yeah, I'm
Anyway.
Connor's only one
Yeah.
so far.
Hey guys, I just moved to the city, okay? Let's go. What movie do we watch? Femme? Is it Femme?
Femme, yeah.
Femme.
Directed by...
Femme.
Directed by
Oh.
Ng Chun Ping and...
Yeah, Ng Chun Ping and
and
Sam H. Freeman.
based on the short film.
That they also wrote and directed.
Yeah.
It was... I liked it a lot.
I was surprised. And I was not expecting to where it ended up.
I kind of was expecting that ending though.
No, like...
I was.
Yeah, the ending was kind of
The
expected.
ending was expected, but it was also kind of like there was like no closure for either of them, and I guess that makes sense because that's kind of what you would want. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it
Yeah,
felt
so-
kind of like they just went separate ways, and there was no like discourse about what happened. You know?
Also, Matt picked this movie because he's our guest.
Yeah, because as well as like the token gay, so they asked me to pick a movie.
Guys,
Pride Month.
what time of the year is it?
It's Pride Month,
Pride
best
Month,
month
baby.
ever.
Yeah. It's also someone's birthday coming up too.
Yeah, extra gay. Just
Yeah.
definitely- Yo, don't say my birthday on the
I
podcast.
didn't say. It's in the month.
It's in the month, yeah. Okay, it's during Pride.
And now say his full name and address.
I think
Just-
I think I tried to say it when he was my guest before. I tried to say it,
And no.
and no, it just didn't work.
Yeah, and this wasn't like my third movie that I was gonna pick because I had like another ones. I told them to see Arrête avec ton maison,
Which is
like,
French.
which was good, but it was like a little too like, ooh, you're gay and that's it. It was a little too bad.
You wanted gay
Yeah.
wrongs.
Yeah, I wanted like how I described it for
Yeah.
Connor was like I wanted kind of like the be gay do crime kind of thing, but then just like morally ambiguous characters.
Yeah.
But it was just that.
But yeah, movie starts with our main character Jules. Played by
Nathan
Stewart.
Jared.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Is it Jared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's going on the stage. He's going on the stage and he performs.
As Aphrodite Bang.
He slays. Well, she slays.
Aphrodite.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Yeah,
my bad.
Aphrodite.
First, like rule of etiquette
That
for
is-
drag queens.
That's the one
Guys,
thing.
again, I really am not. I just don't know.
I'm not an ally.
I'm not an ally.
Is that what you're gonna
Yeah, I was
say?
Just to be
say-
very clear, Connor grew up in the middle of fuck all nowhere.
Yeah.
And
I found out recently they don't know where the name came from where I grew up.
Garifraxa?
Oh, I thought
Garifraxa.
Connor, and I was like, well, Connor's just like so ancient. Connor.
No, they didn't know. It's like there's like many different things. It could be like Scottish, it could be like native.
It's fucking Elvish, man.
It probably is.
Garifraxa?
Garifraxa.
Sounds like
It sounds like Middle Earth. Like,
it just sounds so white.
Yeah. Hey. Well,
it is. What?
It's still in Ontario, though, right?
yeah.
Okay,
Oh, dude, it's like I don't
Like,
want to
what if you're
I'm not
Quebec?
telling you anymore. I'm not saying anymore.
Literally,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
no one's gonna drive out there anyways. You could give your full
Yeah.
address and not a single soul would
They
go out there.
visit Connor, they can't find it.
Again, like I made this as a joke. I said, like, guys, my goal in life is to put Garifraxa on the map. And I think I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm going back there.
Everyone's
set.
burning
Yeah.
the map down.
Rep your set, bro.
Putting it on
Yeah.
the map, and everyone's just like, no.
Fuck.
I looked into guys. Okay, this is a side tangent, but their flag is literally like it's a
You have a
Who has a flag? Garifraxa?
Garifraxa has a flag. Yeah,
I
it's
think
like a
all
logo.
like provinces and like
It's
they all
like
have
territories.
flags.
Yeah, it's like the logo for it.
It's like a tiny, tiny piece of
It's a
Ontario.
little triangle. It's a little triangle.
Is there like a north-south Garfax?
No. No, yes, there is.
Is there only one?
Then why are we mentioning it, Connor?
No,
It's just
guys, who give literally not a single soul will go there.
population
I can
50
bet
and
you, I will
Connor's
bet
like
you
10 of them.
$10 million
My clones.
that you might be safer talking about it than not.
Yeah. Like, who's gonna...
Because
like,
if
again,
something bad happens, people are gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, we just had an accident in East Garfax." Huh? Where?
When I tell people, they're like...
Where?
Like, where is that?
I literally had no clue.
I'm like, oh, it's like so-and-so from this place. And they're like, oh, I know what that is. Like, yeah.
It's very cool. Canadians measure things in time.
I know.
Distance and
like,
time.
do you measure things in time?
Would you say,
like,
like
if
that's
you
2
said-
kilometers away?
Yeah.
Oh no! Like if I'm going somewhere, I would say like, oh, it's like 2 hours away. It's
Okay, so like,
oh,
I'm
alright.
like, I'll be like, I'm going to go to Ottawa. It's like a 7-hour drive. And they're like, oh, that's pretty far, right? And
Yeah.
It's not like...
Yeah.
Because Canada's fucking huge. It's so...
It's all
How
driving.
are you?
Yeah,
Are you saying
that's-
smaller countries don't like?
No,
get
no,
stuff?
no.
Okay, this is completely off topic, but I firmly believe that cities that were designed to be walkable and like presentable, the culture of distance and the
is
like
time?
usage of distance versus time, where time became way more important for people here because we had to drive everywhere because no one fucking gave a shit about making like a walkable city in the fucking 1800s. They just wanted bigger horses, bigger carriages, and bigger lanes so that they could shit, their horses could shit, and you wouldn't have to step into it.
Yeah.
And I think that just was like, oh yeah, it's like an hour horse ride.
Yeah.
And whereas the
So
walk
are
thing,
you
it's like, oh, it's
saying-
500 meters.
So are you
But
saying...
that's a bunch of turns.
It's because you grew... So you're saying the cities made travel like that?
No, I think
The people.
the
people,
culture and the size of our country.
Yeah.
Yeah, also like if it's people like here when you're like taking like TTC and everything,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, we're like an hour away. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
whenever people ask me, I'm like, oh, I live like 40 minutes away.
Oh, but also the movie takes place in UK, like London,
yeah.
and that's why we're talking about this.
Oh, yeah, back
'Cause,
on
like,
the- back on
It takes place in London, and they're like, again, it's like we're just kind of like talking about like distance and everything. It's just kind of interesting. We're talking about like there's a scene where something happens and he gets put in a little area, and it's like, oh, he can get a bus. But if that happens here, you're not gonna get a bus. Like, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
But anyways, basically,
Oh, but also, the... Actually, no. Never mind. Continue.
but yeah, basically, she does her little performance.
Her little performance.
Her big-
Wow, Connor.
Diminishing her achievement.
Yeah, it was like an honest, like you would say slay, a serve even.
Guys, it was a sleigh.
Connor's puking right now.
Connor's
Like, his
throwing up.
homophobic's coming out.
Guys, I'm sorry.
Connor's Catholic guilt is trying to come out of his mouth right now.
Yeah,
It's claw his way out of his soul.
just.
Oh my god.
But yeah, basically, after her performance, she goes to get. What does she go? She just goes into smokes.
She goes out to take a smoke and
Feel
she doesn't
bad.
have any, so she just goes to the convenience store.
Yeah, and then
And then...
They don't know, Connor.
we don't know. Well,
And
something
then
happens.
as they're going in...
Again, I'm just letting you guys. We should have said this before. This movie's a little graphic, but
It's not that bad.
it's not bad though.
Yeah, they go into the store. Jules does.
Dressed in drag as well.
Yes, dressed in drag. Yes, still. And these roadmen walk in, and they're chatting shit to each other, and they're bumping and pushing each other. They're banging off the shelves. And obviously, Jules does not want to be seen by them because she automatically saw as like, these guys are definitely going to be fucking homophobic. I don't want to fuck with these guys. Let me just get my smokes and get the fuck out of here.
I think also a small thing that we forgot when she was out after her drag show, she saw one of the guys standing outside
Yes.
of the drag
One of the
of the
roadmen.
drag event. He was there, but as soon as they made eye contact, which they made eye contact, the guy left, and Jules had seen him and had thought and said like, oh, like he was checking me out, like he was like
And he was
cute.
cute,
He was
yeah.
he was very cute.
He was.
And then the group of guys that walks in, he's one of them, so he recognizes him from outside of it.
Yeah.
And which in turn comes when he, in front of his friends, when they're like messing up with her, they call her like the F slur.
Yeah.
Will not say it for podcast reasons.
I don't want to bleep it.
Jules responds with like takes one to know one, right?
Yeah, not
the smartest,
not the
response.
smartest move to antagonize the guy who just called you a slur. Though I understand the sentiment. It was, but mostly because there was like 6 of them.
Yeah.
That's just a bad fucking idea.
Bad numbers.
Like
bad math.
When you have like 6 dudes and they definitely all have knives, I'm never gonna be like, you're a fucking pussy. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, do you want all my money?
Yeah. I'm like, just not smart. Anyways, she gets,
She gets her.
She gets followed now
Yeah.
and kicked.
And then we get
and recorded.
and recorded,
yeah.
stripped, humiliated,
Yeah.
awful. And then we don't really see the aftermath until he's walking back towards the club. And then we finally see, like, the streetlights are coming on. We see all the scars and the wounds. And actually, throughout the rest of the movie, these scars don't go away. They're very final and, like, real scars that are, like, given.
Marked her. Yeah. Given to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 3 months pass by. And
we get a title card too. Sorry.
Wow, yeah, we get that title card. Femme. Which Connor, explain to us what's femme.
Uh-oh.
Ally.
Just make it up.
It's just
make it up.
It's like
okay, so femme's just like a way of expression in the queer community. It just means feminine.
Oh fuck, I get it now.
It's like it comes from like the
Right.
female in French, yeah,
right.
like femme.
Yeah.
So it's just like acting feminine.
Okay.
In this case, like the guy's
Acting,
femme.
dress.
Oh, so like
Dressing.
Oh, there's so many layers now that I know that. Anyways,
Yeah.
we'll get back to it.
That's why when I said, we'll come to
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
So when
We just want everyone to know that Connor just silenced Mitch.
He did.
hey,
He fingered Mitch and he silenced him. Oh, he did he did a finger to silence down Mitch.
Weird it,
Not
right?
fingered Mitch.
Connor fingered me,
Whoa,
and it made me go quiet.
Oh
whoa.
my god.
So, okay, he's a mean roommate.
Yeah.
Fuck his
Joey?
roommate. Yeah.
Or yeah, Joey.
Yeah.
Is it Joey?
Like,
cares?
it's a 3 month,
twink.
like, again, 3 months pass, which is, like, a lot of time, but still, like, if you don't feel comfortable going out, that's understandable.
Yeah.
And, like, it's one thing, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go, I don't know, get cigarettes. It's another thing to be like, let's go to the club. Let's go clubbing.
Yeah, let's go back to the same place you were just like attacked at 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Just because you bum me out.
Yeah, just because you're pissing me off. Like
Yeah.
you're not the same person that I like.
It's like, oh, really?
Fuck you.
Which
dude.
I guess, like, all throughout the movie, we'll talk about it later, but it also started with them kind of, like, kissing for a second.
Yeah.
And the other friend being like, what? Like, friends can make out, right?
Like-
so I think,
Can I?
yeah, you can have it. It's gonna sound in the podcast.
Oh, that's
but-
such a good point.
I, like, opened it.
No.
Okay.
No,
but
you made a good
you
point.
can have it afterwards.
But
My
yeah,
treat.
again, the guy's a dick. He's like, it's your life. Like, yeah, it is his
No
life.
shit.
Let him
Maybe
not,
be there.
Yeah.
And just like go to a bar.
Yeah, no, like,
Like you don't have to go to this club
Like,
every
who likes
night.
clubbing?
Though this is also coming from people who don't understand
We don't go-
the situation
I don't-
of
yeah.
gay community, especially within Britain.
yeah.
Because now that I'm saying that out loud,
Something
I
like,
don't imagine it to be very inclusive. Britain can be
Yeah.
quite angry,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
they hate each other.
Yeah.
Like they hate each
The
other.
United Kingdom.
Literally,
Yeah.
Like they have several different accents, and they will and can judge you the moment you open your mouth in Britain.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just on your accent. That's like, oh, you're a lower class. You're from that guy.
Oh
You're
my
from that
God.
place, so you're a lower class
Yeah.
immediately.
Just letting you guys know, we have British listeners. If you guys want to comment and tell us, like, if we're on point,
Yeah,
that'd be great. Let us know. We're not
I'll say
bad.
right now.
What?
Nothing. I was gonna say something bad.
Okay.
I was gonna denounce the whole nation of Britain. I mean, England, not Britain.
They're good. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scotland forever.
We love Ireland here.
We love
fuck
Ireland.
Margaret
Ireland.
Thatcher. That is
Yeah.
the explicit opinion of
Mitch.
Please Watch Our Podcast.
Nope, Mitch.
Nope.
No, actually, wait.
Podcast.
Yeah, I'm included.
Margaret Thatcher can suck
No,
Oh my god.
like,
balls.
no, she's
She
actually
sucked.
awful.
She terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these
She was
concerns.
like, watch The Crown.
She was a bad person, and she was rumored to have funded death squads in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
We love Ireland, though. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ulthora.
where
I
are we,
was
guys?
gonna say Nicola Kovla, Cillian Murphy, and Ayu Divri in some ways.
Yeah.
Represent the Irish.
But yeah, how does he get back into like finding the guy who? Oh, they go to a bathhouse.
Jules goes to a
Goes
bathhouse.
which is also
I think it was like him trying to force himself into
Like
not force himself, like trying
out
to
there.
find his
Yeah.
like
sexuality
what he
again.
was.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like, he knows he's gay. He just wants to feel gay again without feeling shamed.
Or
I
like
think.
feeling safe again in,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a queer space.
And then, lo and behold, fucking the guy's name's Preston. We find this out later, but the guy Preston, just for the sake of thing,
Who assaulted him?
yeah, the guy who assaulted him, Preston, is sitting there on the bench, and he just was like, "Don't touch me, don't even look at me," and calls him another F slur. And
Add that to the
Jules's amazing opinion was, I'm gonna go follow this guy, and they end up in his car after a bunch of stuff. There's like a whole tension building scene of them in the locker room, and he's like avoiding each other's eye contact and blah 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 blah.
Well, he's gonna also just so it's kind of clear. What's like Pearson? Pearson, did I say it
Preston.
right?
Preston.
Fuck. He doesn't recognize Jules.
No.
'Cause
At all, yeah.
She was in drag,
Yeah, she was in drag. So
or he was in drag.
Yeah. So that's why he's talking to him. So
Yeah.
Also, just question for the viewers: if there's any other queer members, how humiliating is it if you're watching a movie where they play adult gay queer videos
Logic.
in the back and you recognize the actors? Just want that opinion out there.
I'll screenshot the comment, send it to Mal.
Yeah, send it my way because it was like 2 or 3 times that I was like, oh, I recognize that person, and I think that's bad. I think that's saying a lot for me.
No.
in a bad way.
That's
No.
okay.
Yeah.
You can watch porn. Everyone needs to crank their shit.
Yeah,
every
they
once
didn't
in a
know it was
while.
porn. It might have just been
You
mild
said
erotica.
adult movies.
Mild erotica. What if it's soft?
They were inside each other.
Oh my gosh.
I will say though, they were using some British actors, so it was kind of like
Okay,
a.
now,
it was like a
now,
meta.
that, now that you know their nationalities, that's weird.
No, well, because you hear their accents.
Or you're gonna judge him now because he knows they're British?
Yeah.
Wait.
No, I'm
What's wrong with that?
I'm just thinking he has like categories in his brain.
Oh my god.
He
Oh,
split 'em up
no,
by
I
nationality.
just found that interesting because I was like, oh, you know what? That's like fun. They're using British talent all around.
Yeah. Yeah.
all British representation. You know.
Yeah, can you just do your job, but like less?
Yeah.
For our movie, sure, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Trying to
So they
think.
go back to Preston's like apartment.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when they're about to do the deed,
Yeah.
his roommates come home.
And also, we're just gonna. Jules is wearing an
A
outfit.
thong?
A thong. An outfit.
Oh, like a feminine
Yeah.
outfit.
Yeah. So he's like, you gotta get changed. And
No, you said
No,
stay in the
like,
room.
stay in the room.
Stay in
Preston
the
tells
room.
him to stay in.
Can't come outside.
Yeah.
And then Jules is like, you know what? Fuck it. Takes his clothes. Actually, takes the hoodie that the guy
Attacked him.
attacked him in. Put it on. Walked out.
Yeah.
Talked to all these drug dealer buddies. I think his name was Oz. Was the
Yeah, I
main
think
drug
the
dealer
main guy.
guy. Oz. Biggest douchebag you'll ever meet. Well, you won't because it's a fucking character. But yeah.
Yeah.
You would if you'd hate the guy. He was a douchebag, slime bag, sleaze bag. Also, definitely homophobic. That's kind of the running.
The whole vibe was that. Yeah.
The whole Preston and his whole gang, despite Preston's genuine like attraction to men, was in very much homophobic, or at least presenting so much, because so a lot of shame and guilt went along with his character, but it was mostly anger. that shame and guilt
Expressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really was an angry man.
But yeah.
But then they go out, blah, 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 they talk, blah, 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 blah. It's really not that important. But they're almost caught. Because, like, that's the whole tension in the scene. It's like, there's this dude. Why is he in your house? Why did you just come from your bedroom? You know?
It is interesting that Jules has to dress up into, another, like, present
More masculine
to get out of this building alive.
Very true. And then, as we see in the story, it's almost like Jules, like, starts to almost enjoy hanging out with these, well, not all of these people, but specifically Preston, he does enjoy. But also being able to present more masculine. Like, he gained confidence expressing himself masculinely. Which doesn't mean he didn't before, but he like, it was also specifically that moment after there was a pivotal moment in the movie. Oh shit! How far have I skipped ahead?
You're
good.
going a little far.
Yeah.
But like,
Just a little.
Literally half this movie is just them meeting up, fucking, meeting up, fucking,
Yeah.
meeting up, fucking, and then each one being a little bit more shameful than the last, or being a little bit more to explain why Preston's a douchebag and why Jules is doing this to get revenge, or is Jules doing this because he actually likes Preston, and is Preston doing this just for like fuck?
Yeah, it's
toy.
like
It's very
morally like ambiguous. Like none of them are like perfect.
I don't want to say messy, but like it's messy.
It's messy, but also like
you can tell
horribly abusive.
Yeah, but
and toxic.
They also both. This movie really wanted to make me like the guy that assaulted Jules. I'm like, no.
Well, I mean, like,
I think it just
the
made you
whole
understand
point
it.
was
Make him
that-
understand. Yeah.
The whole point is you make him understand that like there are some people who are like very angry,
Yeah.
very like just, but maybe there's reasons for these things, and they're surrounded by people. Like he even says, like Oz at one of the scenes says like, oh yeah, we rile them up, and then we never let them blow off the steam with us. So they're intentionally getting angry and then setting them off on people. Like he's surrounded by people who just enable this rage in him. And it's so you
He's surrounded by the boys.
Enjoy it because
The boys.
he keeps saying like it's actually kind of funny because he like enjoys having Preston like pop off like explode. with
Yeah.
everyone.
Well, it's
I think also like
it's
the
a power thing.
Yeah, I think also like the most going back to like kind of like the power thing. I think for me it's more like the interest that I have in like Jules' character is I think he found what he had lost, like that power that he felt through drag, through the act of acting masculine again. Because he was putting a fake persona. It wasn't him after all.
Exactly.
But like grinding on a girl, like seeing this guy, making him feel like jealous, making himself more masculine than the other guy. Because he like this is like later on in the movie, but I think the whole act of it was just. I think Jules has like a nice monologue at one point where we'll go to it later, I guess.
We can go right now because it's mostly it just goes.
Yeah, it just
fuck, bang, fuck.
I mean, like
weird,
the only thing
fuck,
that kind of
fuck,
happens is that like after like the main kind of event of the guy, Jules goes back to his like little studio, his flat, and having a party.
They're having a party, and then after the party, they're in this bathtub and they're smoking.
No,
Is that later?
His roommate
like made a party.
Yeah, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I didn't
And
tell
then,
you."
like, goes to kiss Jules.
Guys, if your roommate has a party and doesn't tell you, I would start looking for other places to live.
Yeah, but
because
the place looked dope as shit.
it did, but like, come on, I'm not dealing with that.
No,
Also, if
but
your
dude, if my
roommate's-
roommate tries to kiss me all the
Yeah.
time,
No.
If your roommate were my hug at you, like
Where's my hug? Yeah, no,
but
literally.
literally not even yeah, but then where's my hugs you and then weeps when
Yeah.
you don't return it, and then sits in your chest and weeps into your chest.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, I'm like, can I go to bed now?
No, literally, it's like, guys, I know you're having a party, but like, I have a job. I have a.
Actually, that's really interesting. We never saw what they did for work.
I think like again, you don't have to. You don't.
Well,
It's like not necessary.
It's not necessary, but it's like nice to like if you want to
Yeah.
humanize one character.
You could show. I would like.
They were trying to really humanize Preston to the audience, right? Like they were very much trying
we
to
know what he did.
we know what he did, but here are all the reasons. So now it's up to you to decide whether or not you forgive him.
Yeah.
And that's very more real than in just saying this guy's an evil person, because no one's fucking really evil.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, they're all learned behaviors.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't think the core of anyone is truly evil.
Yeah.
Unless you're straight up you have like a whole mess of fucking trauma and mental illness and I mean like psychopathy, narcissism, schizophrenia, all these ones all together can make a dangerous person. But I'm not saying that anyone with those things are inherently evil or dangerous. I got ahead of myself there.
Again, like, it would be nice to know, like, what the roommates did to get that place. We just don't know. And it's
they don't work.
Like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, they're all rich kids. But Jules...
But we also see Jules,
I feel like...
plays Street Fighter all day.
Yeah. Jules is also Jules is a gamer, so...
Oh, yeah,
Jules is a gamer. And he fucking kicks the ass of these fucking drug dealers.
Yeah.
And then feels really...
In Street Fighter.
In Street Fighter, as Chun-Li.
As he should have.
And then, and they're all talking about, like, how Chun-Li's smoking hot and, like, look at that thighs. So her bunda...
I mean, hey.
Bunda. No, her ass is insanely fat.
Oh, my God.
Hey, allies.
Oh,
what now?
Is that...
What? Wait,
What, Mel?
Are you saying
just
not?
sounded like straight up like the friends there, like, oh yeah, look at those thighs, yeah. Look at the back on her, like
it
all
is
that.
a cartoon.
Yeah.
But
I would not objectify Chun-Li.
Yeah.
Well, I will not.
If she would kick me in the face, I would.
Also, now it feels even more racist. You know, like Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
That she calls herself Chun-Li as well.
You know what I
she
did?
wore like
Guys,
a Chun-Li thing.
what time
well,
is
yeah,
it?
because she's a fat ass.
So guys,
God.
I got
Is
really,
that the reason though?
I got really
so
high
crazy.
once, and I watched a
Well, I
lot
don't
of...
think she can do fucking like kung fu. So
Well, that's true.
She literally... I watched that music video High.
Nicki Minaj?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I also watched like the Monster...
Dude.
I watched the Monster music video High, and I was like... so taken back. My iPad, I'm leaning, I'm like, oh my gosh. Nicki's verse came on, I'm like, oh my gosh.
he sends me a link to Monster.
Just out of
the
nowhere.
song.
Yeah, Connor just sends you like
Sends you the link to
weird things
Monster,
sometimes out of
and
context.
the only comment was, "Nikki's so good in this."
Bro,
I know you were, and I was like,
no, because like, I was listening
and
to
you were
it.
like, Nikki, what? And then you fucking quoted it again. You replied to your own message.
Oh, did you do the verse? Like
Yeah.
the...
No, I did do the
Oh, I
I
thought
think
like
I can do
the...
the pull up to the... Fuck, I can't do it.
Pull up to the function.
No.
What?
I'm trying to remember the verse.
Automobile
that bitch
gangsta.
from Sri Lanka.
There we go, yeah.
Yeah,
because like,
pull up in the Sri Lanka.
bro, because I was watching the whole thing. Kanye was good, everyone else was good, and then I got to Nicki, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, whoa.
Well, yeah.
Anyways.
Just Nicki Minaj.
And then I watched a music video with Cardi B and Kanye West. It's like,
Yeah, Nicki had it like anti-vax, anti a lot of other things. Nicki was like.
Who's was it Cardi B's husband who died? Takeoff?
I don't
No.
Or was that Nicki?
Nicki's husband left her. I
Oh.
think, recently, and people were like, "Oh, after you defended like a."
Oh, she literally did
like
defend him. Didn't he?
Convict or what was that?
I don't
know if convict. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Like, all I know is, like, what's her name?
Cardi?
No, Megan.
Oh, Megan D. Yeah,
She
well,
did, like, the verse, it's like...
Wait, what's the Please Watch My Podcast stand on the Megan v.
I'm
Nicki
Team
Minaj?
Megan.
Right?
Like,
Team Megan,
sorry,
yeah, of
like-
course.
And if it comes... And also...
What if it's Nicki v. Cardi? Are you a Cardi or a Nicki?
I don't know.
What about you, Midge?
I don't know
What?
about that thing.
Cardi or Nicki?
Listen. No.
I do Cardi.
Wait, about what?
As a
Like-
person, I prefer Cardi. I will say older Nicki's music.
Didn't Cardi B like drug and?
Cardi B is
Oh
in
my God,
people.
did she?
Allegedly.
Well,
Oh,
she
allegedly.
admitted to it.
Oh, never mind that.
Wasn't it from like her mouth?
She literally, Cardi B was like a stripper in New York.
Yeah, she was like,
We'll have
and
to
she would-
Google this.
She would like drug people and
Well,
Yeah,
Actually,
drug men and
cool.
steal
Yeah.
their wallets.
allegedly.
Okay, well that's Hustlers. I think.
Yeah, well, we're seeing in that movie.
Weren't you just like seeing the movie
No,
Hustlers?
it's actually real. She did it.
Did
Yeah,
she
no,
though?
I feel like I fully remember a video of her admitting to it.
But like when it comes to like
Allegedly.
Nikki, when it comes to Nikki versus Megan Thee Stallion, because like
Yeah.
she literally made fun of Nikki being shot. Like what the fuck?
No, that's kind of fire.
No.
No, that's kind of fire. That's
No,
tough as hell.
That's
Bigfoot,
dumb.
sorry.
What the?
What the
Connor?
hell? Wait, you don't like Megan?
No, I like Megan.
Oh.
Megan's good.
Okay, so then the movie. So after the Nikki, Cardi, Megan, triangle of support,
Yeah. There's like
Jules goes back, Google's porn, where the gay guy,
Yeah.
where like closeted guys,
like
straight
revenge
guys are
porn,
all
yeah.
three
yeah.
of us were like, he's not gonna do it, is
Like
he?
yeah, like she's kind of like planning to expose the guy.
Make
so,
some money.
Because after the meeting with the friends, they go out, but the guy tells him to put his number on his phone because he needs his like hoodie bag. Not allegedly, like that's his excuse for it.
He wants a hoodie.
Like yeah, we'll meet up
Wink.
because I need my hoodie.
Oh
Wink.
yeah, no.
So they meet up like a few days
Yeah,
after.
yeah. She,
I think the guy is sending him like dick pics. Yeah, nudes, right? Like not nudes, but he sends him like a bulge pic.
Oh yeah, he does.
Kind of hot.
You know, like I was telling you,
rock solid.
you know, like
sweatpants.
there's like two actors.
Uh-oh.
They're like talking. It's like a meme. It's like, and then he was just shirtless. The other one's like, I don't even know about that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do that Tati Westbrook, like,
I can't.
you know, the
Yeah.
talking dick and cock. And you did it at my birthday
You did it
dinner.
at my birthday dinner. That was a time. That was a time to be
Yeah.
alive.
No, she
Time and place.
Time and place.
she
Oh, no big dick. Sorry.
She-
no big dick.
Yeah.
No big dick.
she fully admitted to it. Yeah.
Cardi,
Oh my
Cardi
God.
B is actually.
Oh, Cardi.
Drugged and robbed people.
I'm not a big fan.
Drugged and robbed is different from drugged and.
Did I say that other
Yeah,
word?
you said
Oh,
the
I
other
meant
one.
robbed.
Oh, then it's fine. I still support Cardi then.
It's
I'll
just
say that.
usually you hear one and you hear the other. You know.
Yeah.
So the official
The official stance of Please Watch Your Podcast on Cardi B
is
is
just drugged
That
and
shit's-
robbed.
Like,
shit's pretty weird.
yeah. Nikki's also like, I like her. I like Nikki, but like,
Dude, I'm not gonna listen to
Megan
a
Thee
rapper if they
Stallion
didn't
all the
shoot
way.
I
someone.
liked old Nikki.
yeah.
Old Nikki, pre
Pull up in the-
anti-vax,
yeah.
Okay, I hope that makes it to the
pre-Umbrella.
podcast. Nothing. I said something while you guys were talking, and I
What were you
really
saying?
hope you get to hear
I'm
it.
gonna.
Clip it.
No, you can't. You
Wait,
can't.
you
Because
have
what
a-
you guys said was
What do I
funny.
have? Oh, I have a little stamp.
I just said I don't listen to rappers unless they shot someone.
Oh my god.
I don't know, Megan. We like Megan though.
Yeah,
Megan.
we
the
love
I hope
graduate.
Megan shot someone.
Oh my god.
Well, it would be hot. I think I'm a little fucked up in the head.
Okay.
Leave a comment if you think my Mitch is fucked up in the
It's
head.
20 minutes in, guys.
You might not
It's,
see it. Connor and I are
This has
just
been
making
20
faces.
minutes.
We're like 30 minutes in, almost 40.
Connor and I are just like making faces like, oh Mitch.
Just like we support people's wrongs.
You know what? Like I can't really talk because the whole time during the movie I was thinking Preston was very hot.
Yeah, you can't talk at all. He would walk up to Jules and say the most aggressive, domineering, I'm not letting you. Yeah, like F slur. everything.
No. He didn't call him an
Yes,
F slur.
he
No,
did,
he called
did.
him a slut.
He called him a slut.
A
No.
slut.
Jules called him a slut.
No. Because he
Oh,
returned it. Yeah. uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
No,
He
not
called
the
him-
F word.
No. Did he
That's
say that?
different.
Actually, I don't think he ever called after.
Yeah, he called
After
him
the-
like you just want to be treated like a little slut.
Okay.
No,
Like
but
something like that.
no, not that part. But like the F slur, I don't think even
After the-
unless the very first incident, you know what I'm talking about, like the
Uh-huh.
very first assault. I don't think he ever called him that after. Like,
No, but
even
in the
that-
other ones they were just fucking.
No, I know, but even in that last bit where he was like pissed off at him, you know,
No,
like
no,
he had a
no.
knife
He-
at him,
he
and he
didn't
still didn't do it.
Because he's won.
I know,
Yeah.
but I think that might be like a thing for him is that like
Yeah,
he
like
can't use
character
it.
development.
Quite literally, like he can't use it anymore because he doesn't consider himself someone removed from that word.
Yeah, like maybe he lived, he
Oh,
saw
shit.
the community
Yeah.
in a way.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I will argue though that being called a good boy in that
Oh
manner
my God, Mal!
by
Mal would-
that man.
every single
No.
time, every single time
No.
you would say "good boy," Mal would go,
Me, like the first time it happened, we're like, me and Mitch were like, oh, Matt's like, oh.
It was like the TikToker Sabrina or something. It's just like that. Oh, it was just like very like. Well, why is this doing it for me? Like, why is this?
Like Mitch, like you don't call people that. And I was like, oh.
No. Yeah, Mitch is like, if someone called me a good boy, I would fucking like. What did you say? Like, I would kill myself.
I'd punch him in the throat.
And I'm like, no, I get it. Like, I was like quietly like playing with my ear, like, okay. And I was assuming things that they were because
you can call me a good boy if you're like my partner.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this guy shows up at, he's like domineering out of nowhere, and like definitely also he literally beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
And he comes up to you and he's like, good boy, and he's like, he gets off on the power he has over you.
Oh no, that was not the cool part.
I would get fucking angry.
Oh. I'm just saying in general, if someone says that, I'm trying to defend myself in a way that it's like,
it's not wrong.
I don't want to defend the character yet. At that point, I wasn't like loving him, but I'll say as an act, a consensual act. I get it. I just get it.
I'm sorry, chat.
Chat? Oh, we're
live.
Podcast.
Can you imagine doing this live?
What if Connor just starts saying PogChamp like during the fucking...
Yeah, Poggers, guys.
What if instead
Can I get some lol W's?
Can we get some PogChamps?
I unironically, I think
you like that?
No,
PogChamp?
no, Pog is literally my vocabulary, and I use
no,
it.
Is it actually?
That's why,
I've never heard you say it.
That's why we
because I hide it with shame.
Okay. Did you see Frozen?
No.
Yeah.
Conceal, don't feel. It's just Mitch saying Pog.
No, literally.
Don't let them know.
Me and my sister will just have the most brain rot conversations.
I see that.
I with your siblings, I feel like you're just like.
I only have one, but yeah.
Oh yeah, well.
No, I would as well. I think I do with my friends as well. Like, you know when you chat and you do like the little like :3, like the little like face, and it's like ugly. I use it way too much now. And it started ironically, or calling people like dude and babe.
Dude, I call
now it happens. Now I do it.
I call every person dude.
Yeah, and I've said it to girls. And
I call people guys.
No, guys is I say guys to a group of people, and if anyone gets pissed, fuck you. I know it's a gendered word, but like let's go.
Not,
everyone knows what I'm saying.
I worked at a place, and like, you can't call people guys, Connor. I'm like, why not? Because it's like
the Easter of the
It's like, why can't I like because like I don't know when I say guys and it's a group of people like.
See, this is why we can have two like white guys talking. We need diversity here in this podcast.
That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For one
I'm the
episode.
Token.
Yeah, for one episode.
One episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait, guys.
That's what I said last time, and here I am.
Yeah.
And just wait for another Mexican director to do the movie, and Connor will just text me like,
"Hey, Mao." Mao directs a movie. Hey, Mao, you want to come on?
Yeah. Oh, what if we're like making our own movies?
If you want to come on, if you want to like promote your movie, you absolutely can.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Famous.
I'm not, but you don't have.
I'll make fun of it the whole time though.
But to be fair,
can we do it without Mitch? Can we mention pre-host?
Oh yeah. No.
What if it happens like something again where like the podcast loses a Mitch? What if it's just Connor again?
Damn, that was really sad. It was a sad moment.
Would you block Connor?
No,
and
like,
not let
are you gonna
him know?
leave me like my other?
Are you sure we can talk about this?
He doesn't talk to me.
Are you sure? Are you sure this is just about the podcast?
No.
That felt deep seated.
It felt like no. The way you said, just like, are you gonna leave me?
Guys, I
not
haven't
again.
No.
Like, is it me, guys? Am I the drama?
Yes.
Yes. I get it, Connor. Connor's the
If you have to ask, is it me? It is.
So I am the drama.
Can you name the drag queen that says that though?
Well, no, it's Joey Graceffa. Joey Graceffa?
Graceffa.
I think he's bringing it from another.
Oh, I know.
From a drag queen.
I just know about Joey Graceffa, and that's only because Matt Pat was in Escape the Night season 3, and that's why I watched it.
I think it comes from a drag queen in Drag Race.
Oops.
Which, talking about drag, back to the movie.
Oops. Yeah, they kind of do it in the woods, and he's left alone.
Yeah, it was not hot as well. That was like just painful to watch.
Yeah.
It was kind of scary, but it was also fear makes it hotter.
Does it?
No.
Does it?
No.
Okay, guys, again, fucked up in the head a little bit.
And it's late, and you drink. Do you drink something tonight? Do you have a little drink?
Yeah, like
Today?
4.5 hours ago.
Oh, nice. I didn't.
Oh, wow. So yours just better than Mitch,
No,
Connor? Is that...
no.
You know what, Connor? This is why co-hosts leave. This is the reason why Connor...
This is why you're
Wow.
gonna leave. No, I actually listened to our last podcast. I was like, I'm kind of fucking mean to Mitch.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, kind of like mean. I said something, and it's like, oh. maybe
What
I
if we
shouldn't
use
do
this
that.
as your couples therapy?
Yeah.
Like, is
You're
there,
a
Mitch, is there
counselor.
something you want to say to Connor?
I'm ready.
You come from a fairy tale land.
I do.
Connor's special.
In more ways than one.
Like a fairy. Well, I guess in this context, we should not.
Yeah.
No. I'm not even going to say that word.
Wow.
What word?
Fairy. It's just because it used to be a slur as well.
Oh, true.
Still is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Like,
you can't
if-
really, like, unbecome a slur.
my-
you
Yeah,
know?
I guess.
I'm imaging
I just
it.
like never hear anyone call
I know,
anyone
but like, I could call anyone
Like-
something that they used to call them in like 1600s, and they'd still be like, "Oh,
Also, is it a
Don't call
slur
me that.
here? Because that seems like that sounds like British,
No, like
right?
no, because like I feel like if like an old
More
man
than
is like,
fair.
oh, you guys are a bunch of fairies. It's like,
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Connor! I can't believe you just said that, Connor.
guys, I'm an ally.
Guys, Connor
Guys,
looked
I'm an
straight at me when
ally.
saying that. Connor looked straight at me and he was scary.
Did I? Say...
no, you didn't. You looked at me."
I looked at you. I should have looked at you. Wait.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Wow!
Put him in his place.
Wow!
Again,
That's awful.
I feel like at this point,
That was a bad thought to have, Connor. You're a bad
And
person.
Mitch.
No, I was writing off him. No, what I said was writing off him.
No.
I was doing like the context.
I could just.
Talking about writing, well, in the movie
Yeah.
there was a lot
There's
of
a
writing.
lot of writing.
No,
Actually,
there wasn't
wasn't.
writing.
There was only one scene, and I remember it clearly. It was when they walked into the sauna. Porn movie, cut away, cuts right to these two
Oh
dudes.
yeah, that's the only writing part. Yeah.
And that was...
Oh wait, but that was part
was
of
the
the
best
character
part.
development. At some point,
Oh.
the guy
Yeah.
turns around for the first time because they only did it
After...
not facing each other.
It was after he tried to film the
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
Tried
he
to
freaked
film a
out.
sex tape. The guy freaked out, and
Yeah.
then Jules is like, "Sorry, it's my fault." And then Preston's like, "Yeah, it was."
Yeah.
And then they fucked face to face for the first time, and they kissed. That was a big
They
thing.
kiss, and for the first time he goes slower.
He goes slower. Yeah.
I'm really all for that. That's
Just like very minimum. The relationship's awful. Like the whole point of watching this was to have morally ambiguous queer characters. Cause I'm a little
'Cause you were-
personally, I was just tired of the little like we're all happy kumbaya or
Yeah.
like the same like we're all depressed kumbaya.
Yeah.
I didn't want like sad. I didn't want like super happy. I just wanted to be like
complex.
yeah complex.
Okay.
Like
It is
like
very
we don't know what
complex.
Yeah.
like you can't fully like
It's
when
it's
we
also
understand
very sorry, not to interrupt you, but it's also very specific to like their condition
I
within
don't-
their both both
condition situation.
Yeah.
situation within each of their communities, but they both have that binding factor of
Like
they're gay
yeah.
and they're attracted to each other.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, he can fix them. You know,
We
he
don't
can.
want him to. I don't want him
I
to.
think also in
But
a
you
way
like
like
get that hope halfway through the movie. You
Yeah.
do. You know how it's gonna end. But I mean, like you get that hope kind of halfway through the movie where it's like okay,
maybe
he's actually kind of changing. Like these
Yeah.
behaviors are changing.
Yeah.
yeah. Also,
But
I think in a
sorry.
way both of them felt because for example we got the both ends of kind of like the femme versus
Yeah.
mask spectrum, but in a way like even for example for Preston he's like he cannot act anything feminine out of his friends, and then his friends specifically the other queer friend Joey or whatever his name like
Roommate,
he's super
yeah.
toxic as well, but he's also very femme.
Yeah.
Like he would. Wait, I'm hungry, guys. If you hear that, I'm just
We're
hungry.
almost done, guys.
But if you hear that, I was like three. No, was it Joey? Oh, so for example, Joey's also very femme, and when Jules started acting a little bit more masculine with Preston and everyone,
Got
while the
touched.
girlfriend was more like accepting of it.
Girl. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the other, like the girl slash
Girl.
friend.
Yeah.
Space friend. Yeah. The third friend, we don't know her name.
Girlfriend.
And then, like, I think in that sense, like, Jules was also feeling a little trapped because they wouldn't let him not be, like, feminine. It would, like, instantly be that, like, oh, that's not who you are. Well, I think he was, like, having a moment, like, exploring
Definitely.
both ends of it, like, being versatile.
I feel like we kind of just, we can jump to, like, he's invited back to Pearson. Why can't I remember? Preston's house. And Pretzel. Yeah. He's in the elevator, and then his Pretzel's mates showed up, and he's like, oh, fuck. So now he's like...
But he didn't. He was about to text them, and he stopped. Yeah. And then he just came up with his friends. Yeah. And then they hung out.
Yeah. And he slayed in Street Fighter.
Very intense.
Yeah.
He slayed.
And I honestly thought, like, something bad was going to happen when he was playing this game. Like, someone was going to fight. I thought something was going to happen, but no, we're good.
I thought, they were, like, talking. Yeah. They were talking shit to each other. I thought Jules was, like, you know, not used to talking shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So maybe he would take it too far and then, like, accidentally bruise this guy's soft spot. For, like, you know what I mean? Like, these guys have short tempers. They're very dangerous. Like, I thought... But no. I think it was kind of also... I think we were all sitting there and we're like, something bad's about to happen. Nothing.
No.
Not a single thing.
Good.
Also, happy that happened. Such a cool, like, exploration of, like, just Jules in general. Like, his whole thing, for example, that he had before. And I think I mentioned it a little bit, like, slightly before. It's, like, the thing of faking being someone else that gave him power. Yeah. Like, doing drag... And then also, like, after the incident that he couldn't do drag anymore, he didn't want to. And then he starts acting mask and trying to fit in with this group of ultra masculine guys. I think it also gave him power, unless we see later on.
It makes him enjoy... I think he enjoys... it would have been very cool to see... Only at, like, the end of the movie. And this is the only thing I like. It would have been to see Jules maybe embracing both sides. Like... Yeah. He still does drag. He still does all this, but maybe his, like, dress or mannerisms. You know, like the way he stood before was very reserved, and he had his hands in. But the longer he came through the movie, he gained, like, he stood in wider stance and did all these things that traditionally more masculine, but it's also just more confidence, as you said.
I think it also just speaks in general of, like, how you as someone, like, you have to put this persona either way, like,
you always have to put on a mask
to feel confident with yourself, because he would not feel confident
unless you're with your friends.
Except that's literally the exact message of the movie is like don't be pressured by your friends.
But yeah, and then, like, they go back to his flat, Jules' flat.
Well, after they go to
the like warehouse thing that they live in.
It's kind of
it's really cool, but it's also like, how do you afford that?
Again,
you don't have a job.
I think the two roommates were just, like, rich kids.
The girl was Joey was 100% a rich kid.
Yeah.
You look at that guy.
Yeah.
Rich kid.
Yeah. That's my theory, guys.
Which is the actor from Cruella, by the way. He was with Emma Stone. And guys, he's like, oh my god, what are we doing? I don't want to die. Something like that. Like,
guys, that's my theory.
Your film
theory.
Okay. Bye, guys. That's the end.
Is that it?
No. I was just joking. Sorry. But yeah.
20 minutes left, guys.
Basically, at this point, they're talking to, like, Pretzel meets his roommate.
Pretzel? Oh, wait, but you skipped the whole club thing.
Oh, yeah, because, like...
Well, in the club, roles kind of get reversed.
Yeah, they're all, like, happy for a little bit. I'm just going to run through this as fast as I can. They're, like, happy for a little bit. They're, Jules is, like, second-guessing, betraying the other guy, and, like, betraying, you know, technically, but, like, also very fair revenge kind of thing. Also a crime, but also assault was a crime, so, you know, potato. But they're, like, happy, so they're going through all this moralizing. Jules doesn't actually feel that safe with him anymore. He feels like maybe I should pull away because, like, I don't want to hurt this guy the way I wanted to hurt him before. Yeah. But I also can't be with him because of who he is.
But that was the after part.
No, this is like, remember when he didn't text him and would be like, "Sorry, I'm busy."
No, but we forgot
like
the part of the club where he starts acting mask, where he like jerks him off under the table.
Oh yeah.
Then go back to his place and kind of like reverse the roles of their relationship.
They reverse roles, yeah.
And then this is when he films.
And he filmed. Yeah, like we skipped the whole.
That's when he films him, and then the next day it's like he's with his.
Yeah, so like after the Street Fighter thing,
Yeah.
like Jules kicks everyone's ass, like of the straight guys.
He's slayed.
He got the opportunity, like kind of like the out with Preston to just leave, but then he decided to come with everyone to a club. They went to the club the whole time. It was kind of like him trying to get to know Preston's friends as well, like trying to understand
Preston and
Preston in general. And I think also like it gives him, because he notices that everyone's super like mean to
super
Preston.
mean and super like hyper masculine,
like pressuring him,
like gross, very also just misogynistic on top of the homophobia.
Yeah.
Like the way he was talking about the girl that he was having sex with.
Yeah.
She has a husband, and somehow that makes it better for him.
And then they're just making fun of Preston. And like I think they were like trying to diminish Preston as much as they could. And he even admits to like enjoying
Which is
it,
so
pressing
funny
it to
because
the edge.
Preston's like, I don't know, he's just a lot cooler than the other guys. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's money, like, because they kept saying, like, oh, like, he didn't have
he
this
buys
money.
from him,
Yeah, like, possibly the apartments from the other guy, not Preston's.
True.
Because even when Jules goes there, it's like, how are you inviting people to my place and not, like, letting me know they're here, like, things like that. So I think it was, like, for him, it's kind of, like, owning that for Preston's friend. And then they're sitting down, Jules, more empowered, starts to kind of, like, have fun, like being more in command of his relationship. He jerks off Preston under the table.
Yeah. He gets like 3 or 4 strokes in before they got almost caught. And then it's like, so, you know.
Yeah, then he goes
little dick tickle, but nothing like crazy.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Expecting that's a new word for my vocab. My vocabulary.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, then he grinds on with a girl while watching Preston to make him jealous. When Preston leaves to catch fresh air?
Smoke a dart.
He kind
or
of
smoke a whatever they call. Oh no, can't say that one.
A cigarette.
Yeah, cigarette.
Yep.
Can't say that one. I can.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but
that's what they call the cigarettes. That's what they call them. Okay.
Yeah. As a fellow cigarette, like I smoke one of those, and then
Never done. Yeah.
And then
You've never smoked a dart?
I smoked a dart before.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you have.
Yeah, I got a bloody nose, and I'm like, never again. bloody nose, leaning over my sink, like, oh, I'm never fucking doing that again.
Dude, if I got a bloody nose after smoking
Bro,
a
I was
dart,
literally
I'd cry.
like in the bathroom, locked door,
Crying.
basically crying.
Oh my God.
Just drip.
Dripping.
Blood.
They're smoking, and then Jules comes up and he says all the same words, both to Preston. Basically, just like when he was being very like domineering and like dominant, but also being very controlling. Yeah, he calls him
and then
a good boy and all these things. And then it cuts like hard into them going back to his place, and then another hard cut into them fucking and filming. There's other words being shared beforehand, but that's not really the point.
Meet the next day. Roommate,
depending on what you thought was going to happen, Jules was still bottoming.
Dominant bottoming, which was very hot as well.
Yeah, it was cool, but it was also like
cool.
No, but I mean, whatever the fuck. But I mean, like you were expecting it to be like a role reversal.
Yeah, a little bit.
Especially with like, he's mimicking the exact same actions.
So
he's doing all these things. And he with like the thumb in the mouth.
But I even kind of prefer it that he was still at bottom for being dominant, because I think it switches again that expectation between the queer community of like, if you're a bottom, you're a femme. Like the powerful one, the control one's always like the top, and it's like no, that's like
true.
I think it like
that's
beats
context.
the like heteronormativity of like sex and like power dynamics.
Okay.
So I think it makes sense for queer,
Fair.
for like the feminine queer guy to be dominant, to call him his little bitch, his slut. He's like, and then still bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
To bring out the pleasure in him, or more focused on his own pleasure, I think, felt more like fight on the like expectation. So in that sense, I was like, it's better that because I think if they had made him top, it would have been like, oh, if you're like a bottom, it would be obvious. It's like, yeah, and I think it would be like demeaning the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, which I think was not the point of this. It was just like a power dynamic, like pleasure's pleasure, power dynamic, whatever.
Okay. No.
So I think it was like very interesting. I preferred it that way. I was like surprised. I also thought they were gonna make him top, because I think my mind was also, and I guess it's like also like that sense is like, oh, they're gonna like demean him, right? And then I'm thinking by myself, it's like, yeah, like why would I think bottoming is demeaning, right? So it's kind of like that sense of like, yeah, like it's even better that they had him.
The only thing was just that, I don't know, they could have had him more in control, you know, because they were doing it like doggy. You don't.
He liked it, maybe.
I know, but you don't really have like
control there.
You know what I mean, like that.
Yeah, I think that would have been a good moment to the right part.
Exactly.
Without writing, you would have like, you know what? And good Chun. Oh, what was the director? Chun Ping. Yeah, Eng Chun Ping. We need to talk. Mitch is gonna pitch you an idea.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be writing bottoms, okay?
Come on the podcast. No, don't.
Bottoms writing and submissive tops. That's all we want.
Also,
that's the official statement.
Yeah, this is the official opinion of Please Watch Our Podcast.
We want dominant bottoms and submissive tops.
Ally. Okay. Also, film horizontal. What the fuck? Like,
what?
He was filming like this.
Oh, true.
Oh,
he did vertical. Flip it. That's all I gotta say. That's what I had to add.
You know what? Maybe it was like for content for people that watch it in their phones. You know what? Maybe
a Snapchat story.
Yeah. My mind went to like a TikTok.
No, but honestly, it would have been like if you're publishing the video and then it's just like that little thing. Like flip it.
That's my.
Yeah, and then you post it on the porn site because that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah. And we haven't made it clear
it's
yet.
just like.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little.
No one's gonna watch that.
Guys.
They're
yeah.
The 18 by 3.
They're gonna be like. They're gonna do
Same
like
people will watch whatever they want to watch.
They're gonna do like. Right into.
Yeah, they're gonna be like.
They just need to like.
Who the fuck is?
What if they have a projector? What if someone at the bathhouse was watching it?
Enhance.
Wait, did in the bathhouse?
Zoom. What?
Was it? Were they watching that in the bathhouse? No, right?
No.
Like it didn't have a title.
No, he didn't put it on.
I think that would have been interesting if they had like the title.
And then after that,
they had like a discussion about like how Jules is like more empowered now, and she wants to do drag again. And he grabs the shirt, cuts it.
Oh yeah,
and makes a fun little outfit.
But also the next morning he Preston goes down, meets the roommates.
Yeah.
And between all this interaction, we have like a weird like the girl space friend for them, like the girl roommate, is more accepting, even like kind of like knowing that Preston's not.
Also, just like Joey's fucking jealous.
Yeah, Joey's so fucking jealous.
Joey's a piece of shit.
Yeah, no,
Joey
like
sucks. And the girl,
she's okay. She's rich.
She's fine.
She's living her best life.
She could have been way more supportive, not only, but also just like involved. I think is probably a better word.
Yeah.
Could have been like, hey, Joey, stop fucking doing this weird shit.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you're making everyone uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I'm gonna just like, she's like a roommate living there. She's like, I'm not fucking getting involved in these two people.
Right, but like,
I would not get involved if I had two roommates fighting.
If you have two roommates fighting, but you see them, hang out with them, be friends with them, go to the same events, hang out with the same people, you're more than just roommates. You're like good friends.
Yeah.
If you do all of that together. Yeah. So if you don't,
they showered together.
They were in a bathtub together. Yeah.
Well, she wasn't.
Yeah.
She just watched.
Yeah.
Fully clothed.
I get it. I get her. I think that's a queen moment, actually.
The Challengers moment.
Oh.
The Challengers moment?
Yeah.
We should watch next year, Mao.
It's just like a little girl with her two bottoms. Like, nothing was gonna happen. Also, like, Joey.
Oh.
No, Joey was also, like, pissed drunk. And he didn't say a word in that scene. He was, like, slumped in the bathtub. Honestly thought he was passed the fuck out dead.
Hunky.
I hope.
Oh, we're almost done.
She was so annoying.
Okay.
Joey.
Okay, now, what's the drag's name? I can't remember her
drag's name. Jules?
Aphrodite. Aphrodite, yeah. She goes on there.
As Aphrodite Banks. Oh, Joey invites Preston
what a
to
dick.
the celebration, knowing that
Joey
that would not be
invites
his
Preston to the celebration, blah blah blah. Jules gets on stage as Aphrodite Bang. She does a whole opening shtick about being attacked and all this stuff. Preston goes like, "Holy fuck, this is the person I attacked."
Yeah.
But also admits to filming
Which,
a sex tape
Yeah.
in an attempt to fuck with this person.
Yeah.
So he's from
Pissed
what
off.
you
Yeah.
guys should know about him, relatively like, he would be pissed at this. He's
dangerous.
very angry.
Yeah. We get a little fight scene.
And
We get a little fight scene, and
I would say heartbroken.
he's
Yeah.
100% heartbroken.
Yeah.
But he's also,
But again, like, I don't feel
bad for him in that situation, especially because he threatened Jules with
and
post drag.
well, he's
post-drag.
undressing. Yeah.
So Jules with a
The bottle.
He
with a
still had
broken fucking bottle.
and it's like I feel like they definitely did this on purpose. He still has the sweater on the sweater that he was assaulted
gets covered
in.
in blood again.
Yeah.
Because they tussle, fight, beat each other up, and then in the end, Preston's weeping on the ground
and Jules
because he
leaves him.
couldn't
I think
finish it.
Yeah.
I think also one of the most important parts was when Jules said to him, like, "Let me explain. I didn't do it. I didn't go. I didn't do it after all. I couldn't go through.
Yeah.
I felt
Sorry
for you."
Yeah.
And Preston's like, "You felt sorry for me." Like,
And that made him
what?
angrier.
And that made him like, I think angrier, but at himself.
Yeah.
And then he's just expressing it like outside. Because I
Mhm.
think by the end, when he's choking Jules, in the end he stops choking Jules to cry. It's because he knows
He
he's
doesn't
pitiful.
want to hurt this person
Yeah,
as well.
like he
'Cause-
loves a person.
yeah.
He's pitiful, and he knows his anger is
This is-
controlling him.
yeah.
Like, this is like a lot of like he's like in a way you understand Preston. Like by the end, it's like that same thing of like you're a piece of shit because you like beat this person up
Yeah.
for this
terrible dude,
but you
but
understand
not
him.
not
inhuman.
It's not like
what's the
it's
word
not-
when you can't when you like when
I don't
like
think
when
he's
you say
pathetic.
you're redeemed. Like
I don't think he's redeemable though.
I think he's.
I think he's.
redeemable.
I think
I
he's
think.
changed.
Well, I mean,
He
you
could
cut off all
change.
ties with all these people. Well, what do you mean redeemable? Like, do you think all
I do
redemption
not-
means all these things are expunged? I don't think that's.
I
what
don't
redemption
want them
means.
to go
No.
back together.
I think no. I meant
Yeah.
like morally.
As
I
a
think like
person.
as a person, he has the building blocks to
He could-
become a better person.
But is he going to do it? Probably not.
well, we have no clue.
Exactly.
That's the only
That's
thing
why-
I didn't.
And I think we can assume that he, like, in a way, like, yeah,
He
I think
realized.
the ending, the ending is great for both of them
Yeah.
because it's, first of all, a reversal of, like, the start of it, which is Jules
Yeah,
crying
yeah.
by herself,
Yeah.
to now having, like, in the
Post
alley,
beat up. Yeah.
post beat up, to him ending up crying. And then we have Jules having this moment of, like, she fell in love with the guy as well, like, during
Yeah. This
whole thing.
terrible guy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
She's also trapped in a way.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's like there's this sense of like yearning that, like, I think like there's like I think like
I think-
like
I
us,
think-
like she's like being empathetic. Like he's
I think
being empathetic.
he was being empathetic and
We're saying she because she was in drag.
Yeah.
what
At
she
that
had,
point,
she had drag
she was,
makeup
like,
on,
yeah,
but
he was like
wig was off.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm,
it was
yeah.
just makeup by that point.
Yeah, I guess.
I did,
Well, technically the outfit as well, but
like
well, not all of it.
Not
but,
all of it.
they both had feelings for each other. Like ending the movie with him, like with
Yeah.
him hugging the sweater.
him.
Like, I like the ending.
Mhm.
I do. I just think I don't know.
And
It
I
felt a
don't-
little like I
Unfinished for
was
you?
gonna say French.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't like to finish movies there. They just you
like-
just like walk.
Like, I feel like what's the outcome of their relationship? Like, it's bad. Like,
No matter what, but I mean like I
Like,
still
the only
feel
thing-
like there
the-
could have been a channeling of these redemptive like points that they've let out through the story for both of these people. Like not redemptive of like just saving them these parts of themselves from failure or whatever, like Jules with his like identity issues. Like he didn't know what he wanted to be. Like he knew there was parts of him that he loved to be, but he didn't know who he was,
Right.
or who we wanted to be.
In a way,
and
like
then,
they kind of both discovered more about themselves through their relationship.
Yeah.
And like I do feel like the title Femme works. It works for both of them. Like they both discovered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Though I would say, though it is a bit weird to think of. You know how I said when we were watching the movie, I said like through Preston, Jules kind of explores more masculine side of himself, and through Jules, Preston explores the more feminine side of himself. But that's not exactly a good point because he doesn't because
he's
but
he's
if that
open
if that
yeah,
he's
open,
more open to it, and I wouldn't.
I think they both.
I think it would have been.
What?
I think it would have been a lot, like, cooler to have like a scene with Preston and like he
Enjoying
like
that.
even if it's like just the two of them, right? Like it's completely just the two of them, but like enjoys putting on the makeup, enjoys putting on like the clothes, enjoys all these things, you know?
Yeah.
Or maybe just the makeup, or helping Jules do the makeup, or any of these things. Like this give and take in the masculine, feminine kind of themes that they were playing with could have been a bit more overt.
Yeah.
And if those themes were like, if the whole idea was that they were exchanging masculine and feminine, like back and forth, you know what I mean? If you're thinking that's feminine, it's mostly just because like what Preston was getting out of it wasn't really any femininity. It was just like gaydom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if that was the goal, you know what I mean? The exchange, you're essentially just saying like gay is femme.
I think I would do like also like a moment of. I think there was a moment of acceptance for him because when he realizes that Jules is gonna be on stage, and the first moment that
He was
like,
happy.
Jules comes out as Aphrodite, he was happy. Like he's smiling.
And then he got
Until Jules starts telling the story of her gay basher. Like there was a moment of like, oh, like I'm happy to see.
That's my
Like my partner walk in,
Yeah.
but at the same time he's like his smile fades away. First of all, when he realizes who like Aphrodite is, like he realizes Jules was the guy that like I think he figured out that he's the guy that he beat up.
Yeah.
Which we had like a night before he had already told her like or like a few days before when after they slept together at Jules' place, he was talking about like how he would like. In a way, avenge her against the person that did the scars on her, on Jules. And now I think that moment, like, it left. And then it was more of a sense of betrayal. When Jules starts talking about, like, the gay basher and making him, like, a joke and telling him, like, doing all this.
Yeah.
Like, the whole plan, although it was, like, he didn't go with it. It was all bad. It was all this.
He still flaunted it. And
He
like,
still flaunted
bragged about
it. So it made him feel... I think that went to his pride, and that's when it, like, all went down.
Yeah.
But I do think for a moment he was, like, happy or, like, okay with his boyfriend doing drag. I think there was, like, he accepted the feminine part of it. He even, like, walked up to the club where he wouldn't before.
He waited in line.
He waited in line.
And he had a gift.
He didn't
Yeah.
just walk in. He waited in line. People could have walked by and saw him.
Yeah, I think even like the message at the end, like this is the real deal, right?
Yeah.
It could be like for both of them.
I think.
Like
well,
he's
especially
feeling
X kisses.
Yeah.
kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's doing like kisses now. He's adding things. This is a real deal, not only for because he gave her or he used a fake hoodie before, but like the real deal in their relationship, right?
And like
now,
the guy, like he's passionate. Like what's his fuck? I can't. Preston's passionate about like clothing brands, so it's like I'm going my way to.
Yeah, and you could see him.
You can
like he was
he'll
talking
go out
about
of his
that stuff.
yeah. But yeah, no, good movie. I really enjoyed it.
It was like that.
Yeah.
But it was also kind of like.
It was. There's definitely like.
There was some weird. I liked the character. It was very character driven.
Yeah.
It's all character driven. Because the plot is basically just them fucking for about an hour and a half, and then fighting for about 10 minutes. 5 minutes at the start, 5 minutes at the end, and then there's some crying. So it's about hour 40 of fucking fight.
Yeah, but like. There's things there.
Oh no, yeah, but those are like the story events.
Yeah,
I mean,
so it is
the-
very
even
much a
the
character.
fucking, like goes
I don't
evolving
really want
things.
to. I don't really want to rate this because I don't know
Oh, I got it.
what I would rate it.
Compare it to other queer films.
I just watched. I don't know. Go. Wait. You can rate it.
Out of 5, what's
This
your
is-
letter?
We do like 10. I give a
3.5.
sweaters. Sorry.
No.
Out of Letterboxd.
What are the
Out of 5.
called? Front lace wigs. What are they called?
Oh, the front lace wigs.
Yeah, is that what they're called?
Oh.
Yeah, 3 out of 5. 3.5 front lace wigs out of 5 front lace wigs.
If I give it,
3.5, the house down boots. Is what Mitch actually.
No, I do it every time. I always say like
To 3.5.
Yeah.
of like and then whatever the instead
Yeah.
of stars, it's whatever. I'm
it's our
talking
little
about.
quirky thing. I do like my little letterbox review. I'm like, I don't know, guys. Good movie.
I would say 3.5 to 4 good boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Nice.
yeah. I don't know. I can't like put it into a
Yes.
sentence.
3.5 little
boy.
sluts.
Oh my god.
Um.
That just want to be treated like a little
Yeah.
slut.
Again, I'll just like hear. Again,
I was
like,
gonna watch that. He saved that. He
Unironically.
saved that movie to his computer.
Oh.
Yo, I had
Whoa,
to.
whoa, whoa, whoa! No, he didn't. We don't know.
No, I had to buy it.
Yeah.
Yes. What do
Okay,
you mean?
guys.
The fucking CIA is gonna bust down our door.
Hey,
Fuck
guys,
off.
So if I could like, I'll put my little letterbox again. I'm not really. No, I have not seen a lot of queer films. I enjoyed this.
Wow.
Homophobe,
And he
homophobe.
called himself an ally.
Yeah.
As an ally, I did enjoy this. I feel like, again, it's good to see like
You're
different.
not an ally. You're just telling a lie.
Oh. Oh.
Sorry, Connor. Go ahead.
I feel like it's good to see other points of views, and like if people don't,
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. Just continue.
This is how we get in a fight. This is how it ends. I don't know,
Like
guys.
Jules and Preston,
Yeah.
they're gonna start fighting.
Again, it's good to see other points of view, and if people, I'm sorry, if people don't enjoy it, that's on them.
Yeah, I think it was just a very interesting take on queer cinema, and I think there's been trends in queer cinema, especially
Yeah.
like the older ones used to be a lot about like abuse, drugs, like more of like the sad part of introspection of like why you wouldn't come out. Then it started like a new reign of like kind of like the perfect childhood, or like coming out, like the coming out experience, but in like a perfect way, like
Which is
like a lot of like
Like
the
everyone's like, oh, of course.
yeah, where,
Like,
like
what's
everyone's
that show? What's that
accepting
show? Love?
Heartstopper.
Heartstopper, Love
Yeah.
Simon.
Love Simon,
Yeah.
like and Love. What's the other one? Love Simon. No, the
Sorry.
because it's Love Simon, and then they did the
Why do I know
with
this?
Michael.
Why do I
Chiamino?
know this? Is it a?
Yeah, they made like the Hulu
Why do I
series,
know
and it's
this?
like the Latino guy. Love Victor, yes, Love Victor.
And I'm not an ally. Look
And
at
I
me.
Yeah, like there was like a time also like so it's gone through like waves.
I don't know why I
You
remember
do
it.
watch queer movies. You watch Lord of the Rings. You cannot.
queer.
You cannot
That is-
tell
yeah.
me
Frodo and
Samwise.
Yeah.
They explored each other's
They did.
bodies on
I
those
don't know.
adventures.
They
And
like,
Legolas. I'm just saying Legolas explores
Well,
things.
Legolas was
Legolas
like
is like
800
a-
years old, so I mean, eventually you
course he
get
would.
bored
Yeah.
enough. If
Okay.
you were
Legolas
straight
is
enough,
like
even
Peter
if you were
Pan.
the straightest dude ever, 800 years, I'd be like, okay.
Also, if all the elves look like that, like who would blame
Yeah.
them? Who would fucking
tugging on their long hair.
okay, guys.
The dwarves too. You know what?
The hair.
Bears and cubs have rights as well. So the
Yeah.
dwarves as well. But in general, I think
Yeah,
like
Gimli and Legolas. Hold on.
You got it.
like
Oh.
No, I know. I'm just thinking about it.
Yeah.
oh, give him a second to homoerotize this.
Nice.
Yeah, okay.
Here you go.
Mitch was pleased, and I think the
You know what?
yeah.
Okay.
I just think like the new like movies have been
Better?
Like this is
Sorry.
no, it doesn't feel like better. It just feels fresh in
Yeah.
the way that it's like. Of course, it's like we want to see the happy endings. We want to see
Yeah.
the acceptance. We want to see that.
Yeah.
But sometimes we forget like this, like we get more focused on the what we want to say
Mhm.
rather than the character for the story.
Mm.
So sometimes like people repeat the story
Yeah.
like it's the same kind of thing or like a similar thing. I like when it's like a new topic, a new
Right.
form of expressing like you're coming out, yeah, like say like we've seen it a million times, but if you're doing it in a new way,
Yeah.
it's better. But if it's just the same kind of thing following the same kind of story, I think we should just focus on like queer characters, not like the story itself can be universal, but the queer characters themselves is what we should be working on, and I think this film does that a lot. Like it's based, it's like a It's like a morally ambiguous person, like just as like any other person.
And there's like no point. It's like he didn't really come out to anyone. It's like what I mean? I like that.
Not even.
Good.
Preston didn't come out to a single person.
Yeah.
But I also don't really blame him. Yeah. Because his only immediate. He was not going to, but his immediate friends.
They're not. Yeah. Probably crime.
Oh, would probably kill him.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, it's just an act of self-preservation by that point.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like, you put yourself in that situation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
good movie.
Good acting.
Yeah.
Very good acting.
Good characters.
Very good. Preston and Jules were both phenomenal actors.
If you guys are still listening, I'd recommend. I don't know where you find it. You find it on Crave if you're in Canada, right? No?
No.
Somewhere.
It's
just
in the UK.
torrent it.
Nope.
It was just in the UK.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys been commenting on our little podcast. Thank you.
Actually, don't torrent it. It's no, pay for it, please.
Yeah. It's good.
I watched their interviews, and they're pretty cool people.
Yeah.
So fucking pay them.
Yeah, thank you guys for 20 subscribers. Thank you. Next week, bi-weekly. So not this week.
Bi-weekly in Pride. Woo.
There we go. Yeah.
You.
Wow.
We're watching a guide to your saints, to recognize your saints. Released.
Remember your saints.
Remember your saints. Fuck.
A guide to
whatever.
Something about saints and a guide and
it's
remembering
in New York.
recognizing.
It's queer.
I don't know.
It's not.
No, it's not queer. Robert Downey Jr.'s in it though. Pre Iron Man. So
queer, maybe.
No. Robert Downey Jr. definitely had sex with a guy.
I kind of like the Tom Hardys of the world.
We're gonna end it there.
Actor,
of course I've had gay sex, and that's how we end it.
Okay, guys. Bye.